Hey, what's up, guys? We're back again. I lost my voice a little bit, actually. So we're back from our trip. Was real fun, and today we're gonna be making some classroom stuff, classroom props. Yeah. So I had a small list here of like things that I wanted to make. It's a blackboard, and like what was it called? Those like a cupboard. And I'm gonna make two versions of this. One and two. It's gonna be pretty similar, so it's gonna be pretty simple as well. That's gonna be alright. So thanks to all the people who are watching. Really appreciate that. Alright. And maybe like we'll come up with some other stuff on the way. So let's just stop this dude from making animations. Ooh, if I could balance that. All right. Nice guy. All right. So first things first, I think I'm gonna look up the school blocks and I'll make like a small classroom so I could like see a reference maybe. Like let's take a look at how it could look like actually. Ooh, what are these green walls? Interesting. But that doesn't matter. So I'll need floor, corner straight. Yeah, I won't need actually anything else. These can just go. Okay. Oh, hey. Hey, Luav. Thanks a lot for joining in. How you been doing, man? We were in Berlin for a couple of days. Well, not for a couple of days, but yeah, a couple of days. Like from from Sunday till Thursday evening, pretty much. So that's why we didn't stream on the other days. But now we're back. We're back and we're on our old schedule basically. And that's like I guess like every once in a while we're gonna go to some place like some kind of venue. Then we're gonna be gone for a little bit. But we're gonna be streaming anyways. Like if it's possible, like if I can move it in, then like we're gonna be online, definitely. Yeah, I'm a bit sleepy actually. I woke up somewhat time ago, like half an hour or so. All right. So I'm actually gonna like build like a school real quick. Like not a school, but like a small classroom. 1, 2, 3. I actually don't need this. And I can duplicate these. Snap here, and this is gonna be -90. All right. Duplicate. Ooh, that's nasty. That was really nasty rotation. So how have you been doing? Like any progress on some stuff? All right. And this is gonna be 90. Yeah, I guessed it. Like this. And this is gonna be 180. Yeah, 180. Nice. I guessed it. I used to always have problems with like those numbers, like with rotations and stuff. Now it's getting better slowly, slowly. All right. So we build the classroom. We actually have a pretty nice like level editor in Unity that Roy made. We haven't shown a lot of like that kind of stuff because we're keeping the suspense. Like we wanna show the first gameplay stuff first. I think that's gonna be really fun. Like everything is like falling into place slowly, slowly. Like we were almost done with all the functionality. Then afterwards, it's like we're gonna spend the next couple of weeks putting everything together, and then we're gonna put the game somewhere as well. Like so you guys can actually get it as well and play it. So okay. Now I'm gonna make a blackboard. I also didn't want to make the list too big because I want to also texture these objects actually during this stream. Hopefully that's gonna work out. I have some more time, like until 3, so that's gonna be okay. That's gonna be fun. All right. Something like this. So I guess actually I'm also gonna take some of the tables and desks and let's see how that looks like together with all the like with the classroom and stuff. So student chair, I don't need student chairs. Oh, actually, why not? Teacher chair and also the long table. Actually, just duplicate the whole thing. All right, and now I'm gonna rotate this 90 degrees. Let's see. Yeah. I'm gonna put it here. Yeah, nothing has really textures, except, yeah, some things have textures. Actually, I need to flip this 180. So let's say if we would have, classroom like this. Could we fit 2 of these? Not really. Well, okay. If this would be in the middle, then it would be pretty okay. And then on the side, we're gonna have objects as well. Like, that's why I want to make the cupboards and stuff. So you could also like have stuff on the side. All right. So that would be like 1 row of those. So let's see how this would look like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say. Huh, pretty cool actually. I'm gonna add the chair so I can copy the whole thing. I'm gonna make like a group. All right. So I can delete this and just snap it in the back. All right, and group these. Custom center the pivot point. So I'm gonna like just center it to the ground, like a nice kind of pivot. I'm gonna drop a tweet. All right. So actually, this can go a bit closer. That's all right. And Then I'm gonna take the group of this. I'm gonna rotate it 180 degrees. And now I can snap it to places. All right. So let's check with the student, like how is this actually looking? Okay, and the student as well, and also the school blocks. Oh, without the book. I don't need the book. All right. So, can I move this? Okay. I'm going to disable that snap to grid. Let's take a look at if I put a frame 1, like 15, like this. So now I'm going to take the global move and let's see how would this be? Like the actual scale. Maybe I want to make the rooms actually bigger even. That would be a good idea maybe. So okay, I'm gonna build a couple of those objects and then let's see how we can also arrange this. So let's see, yeah, like test the arrangements of the room. Maybe we can make something really interesting. That would be really cool. Uh-huh. Oh, damn. I forgot to do one thing, I think. Just a second. I'm gonna fix that up first. YouTube. Okay. I guess looking at that kind of cube is not that interesting. Maybe I could actually bring some textures in here. That would be a good idea, right? Nope. No. My channel. Okay. All right. Sabotage high. All right. Okay, so now that works as well. That's cool. So, let's get back to that. All right, so I want to make a blackboard. And I want to make it like somewhat as big, so it kind of scales together with the teacher's desk as well. So it doesn't look too small or too weird or something like that. So I guess something like this. So it also fits somewhat on one of the walls. Oh, actually, ooh, that's a nasty rotation here. But it doesn't matter in this case. Like, we're gonna... I'm gonna fix that up later. In Unity. We can fix it somewhere else. Actually, a bit smaller, like this. Actually put it a bit lower as well. What I'll do, I don't even need these walls here. I'll just delete those so I can see like this a bit better. And this yellow color is also pretty disgusting. What if I do? Okay. Okay. That's weird. I'll just apply the material that they should have. Mucho materials here. Walls. Should be material walls. And also these two faces. And existing material. And I'm gonna add that walls. It's cool. Walls on one. Alright. What if I'm just gonna add like a small texture in there. File. Alright. So where did that file window go? Oh yeah. Sabotage, assets, objects, science, objects, no. Another way. Environment, textures, and tables, desks, teacher desk. Alright. Cool. That works. So let's check out like how would this look like as well. Slowly, like all the small parts are getting there. But yeah, I guess we're keeping a lot of suspense as well. Well, it's also our first time doing this kind of stuff, like streaming and also like developing at the same time. So it's pretty hard to understand like what kind of things we should show or what kind of things we can't show, so it doesn't like so it doesn't like make the game boring when it actually comes out. And everyone can play it, like, I don't know. Yeah, man, I'm at the office. Pretty cool, right? It took me like a couple of minutes until I got here. So like I started streaming it just a bit later than I should have, I guess. This shouldn't have a... should break the connection. Break connection. Yeah, how are you doing? How did you get home? Oh, this had Lambert. I'm gonna add a different material to this one. MAT. It should have like a long desk or something like that. Like I have such a big list of these guys. Okay, MAT dash long table. So if I do 90, we can actually fit two of these in a classroom like this. And then it can fit a lot of objects, like this is, let's say like this. But then the characters need to be a bit smaller, I think. Or maybe just the school needs to be a bit bigger. So let's say if I would, if I would make this just a tiny bit bigger. All right. So thanks a lot for all you guys joining in. Today we're making classroom props for our first game called Sabotage High. if you enjoy what we do, make sure to huh? It'll be some kind of tycoon. No, it's not gonna be a tycoon. It's gonna be a multiplayer party game about being better at school and such, like than others. You're gonna have to be better than other people at school, like usually. But then again, you can mess around with people, and you can do a lot of cool stuff, and play with your friends using phone as a controller, or a keyboard, or a controller, just like usual controller, Xbox or something like that, whatever you have. All right. So I'm just checking out how big the rooms could be, and like how the space could work out. All right. This is maybe too much. All right. I actually don't need these. I'm just gonna, like Fat Princess and Billy. I don't know that. I need to check that one out. Fat Princess and so basically it's like the premise is like your parents got you and they really love you, but they figured out that you don't do a lot of stuff, and they start disliking the fact that you're just sitting at home and doing nothing. So what they do is they kick you out of home every morning, so you have to go to school, and oh yeah, kind of like Fat Princess Adventures, kind of like a top-down view like that, yeah, and kind of like Overcooked. If you check out that game, Overcooked, it's gonna be something a little bit along the lines of that, maybe. I don't know how people are gonna see that. It's a mix of a lot of games, I guess. If you could say that. I think it's pretty original, actually. That a lot of games aren't about like actually school and how like school interactions work. That like you can learn, but at the same time you can learn the wrong things, and that can really be a fucked up thing, I guess. So okay, I figured out the size of the blackboard. I need to stop talking so much, I guess. And I'm just gonna go ahead and so I want it to be like a frame here, and I want also like a small like shelf. I'll put some crayons, no, not crayons, but those the chalk pieces, and also like a light at the top here. So it's gonna look pretty cool, I guess. Let's see what we can make out of it. So first things first, I'm gonna extrude this face. I'm gonna do an offset of 2. Okay, that's not gonna be enough. How about 0.1? And just a bit more. 0.5 is gonna be okay. So I actually want it to be just a tiny bit smaller like this. So what I thought is, what if I can, okay, that's not gonna work like that. I think I need to, oh, yeah, actually it is just gonna make it a bit smaller. So what I want to do now is I want to have these also on the side, so it could be like so it can also like close, like, so it could be like this. Maybe someone could like also make this a trap or something. Okay, so with this one I'm just gonna select those faces and move them closer like this. How close should they be? Like that. I'm gonna add like a small rotation there later on. I think, yeah, I'm gonna add a small rotation maybe, or leave these loose. Or maybe even, I'm gonna have to rig that. That would be cool. I already rigged a couple of objects for the school in the previous streams. You can guys check it out if you want. I think, yeah, the last stream that I did was rigging the class object. And I forgot to change the name. I'm always bad with this kind of stuff. Classroom object. Classroom props. I need to get better at this. Roy is good at this. Okay. And I'll copy the same thing to the other side. It's the same. So it's alright like this. I can now isolate these objects. Ooh. No, just snap it there. Alright. Actually, I can also just combine these objects right now. I think I'm just gonna make like a simple rig for it. I think it could be handy. But let's see. Let's see if that's actually necessary. I guess it can be just static as well. Alright, just a little bit inwards. Okay. What is this? How come this is fucked up? I'm gonna select all of these faces because for some reason, yeah, like I have some problems with the Maya selection stuff, and if you have different tools selected in a weird way. I think I'm gonna have to reinstall Maya at some point. Alright, and I'm just gonna snap it to the top so everything is aligned. Alright. So maybe I could bevel this stuff. I could bevel these here on the edges. How could that look like? Let's take a look. And bevel, bevel, bevel. Where's bevel edge? Yep, there it is. Not that much. And let's give it 2 segments like to all the other objects. Alright. Kinda like this. What if I do it also all these corners here? Could look really weird. But let's take a look. Why not? So, and bevel the edge. And right now it looks kind of weird, but if I do 2 segments now, actually looks pretty okay. How much was the other bevel? Bevel 1. A fraction of. How about this? Fraction of 15. Okay, this is actually pretty nice. Yeah, thanks a lot for all you guys joining in. If you like what we're doing, make sure to follow us in the links below, and also yeah, also above if you like typing. That really means a lot to us. Okay, and okay, I don't have snapping, so that's okay. Okay, what I can do with this guy is 0.2. Ooh, nope. Not that one, just this one. 0.2. And then 0.1. bigger. I can actually center the pivot. And I'll snap the pivot towards this edge. Yeah. All right, so that works out pretty nice. Okay. But it's not really centered, so I need to move it towards this axis here. And scale it up a bit. Or I could, what I'm gonna do is better maybe even just extrude this. Yeah, I'm gonna extrude that. Just a bit. Now extrude this outwards. All right. Nice. So like now we have like a small shelf. But what I would like about it is if I could bevel this so it has like somewhat like a detail there. Looks pretty nice. The fraction can be a bit bigger even. And then afterwards, when I'm going to be texturing it, I'll make this like a bit inwards. Or maybe I could do that now. First thing, I need to clean up this part. Like a small kind of groove thing for chalk. I also make some chalk pieces. So what I would like to do is multi-cut. Alright. Just triangles. No, not triangles, but this is already quad there. Alright. What I also need to do is actually fix this back here, because this is also pretty nasty. Alright. Small triangles. Could do it a bit better, but it's not gonna need subdivisions, and it's well, it's a static object, so it's okay. And this is fun. I enjoyed this. I couldn't model for actually quite a while. Well, more than a week almost. Like it's just making documents and like doing other things, and not really getting to the point of modeling or anything else. So I'm really glad that I'm back and I can model some stuff. Got him a bit slower, but that's okay. I can jump back into it like quite fast, I guess. All right. So all of this is also fixed up. The front part is also fixed up. So what if now I would grab like all these edges, and let's just do an extrude face. So thanks to all you people joining in. Really appreciate that. If you have any ideas on how to make any of these objects, or maybe you have suggestions, you can just drop them in the comments. What do you think about closing of stream Dreamlight? Ooh, that's a good one. Steam Greenlight. I think it's well, it's not sad, but I think it's gonna, maybe it's gonna be better. It depends on how they make the system. Like what I read in the morning, I think it might be better eventually. It could be a really cool thing, but we were also thinking of going on Greenlight, but I think now that's gonna be a bit postponed, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. but we can release on other stores. There's a lot of websites where like you can publish your game, and well, I think it's gonna go for the better. It's gonna be, maybe they're gonna have more control over the games. Let's hope so. Maybe the content is gonna be more organized now in Steam. Who knows? Because yeah, maybe it's gonna be more organized. Who knows? I guess it was like a kind of testing kind of thing as well, that they were testing out like what people actually want in it, and like all that kind of stuff as well. Well, everything can't last forever. Kinda sucks, that's true, but it's alright. We can live with that. Maybe after a couple of years, no one's gonna know what the fuck Greenlight was, and like there's gonna be something way better instead of it. Who knows? It's only a matter of time now. But it is a pity. But there's also one thing that I thought about, and that is that Steam Greenlight had well, not a bad fame, but certain, like I guess a lot of developers didn't really want to go on Steam Greenlight just because a lot of bad comments and all that kind of stuff. So like it was quite a negative environment, I guess, and now that's gonna get better, hopefully, because of a new name and like different branding. So they want to get that away. Maybe that's a good thing. Like I thought about that a little bit, so that could be a thing. Or if they don't do that, then I don't know. Then I have no idea. But other than that, I think that change is going to be good. Change is going to be good. You know? But okay. Back to the props. So I made this small groove here. I think it looks pretty okay. But maybe I can also harden this edge. I like this a bit better now. And I would like to actually clean this part up as well, because that's not too nice. So I can wheel this edge there. What about this part? Okay. I can actually leave that out. But this needs to be cut. Alright. Like this. And also, I need to fix up these inside parts here. Alright. So it's also like just small triangles in the corners. And like that. What are your thoughts about the closing Steam Greenlight? You think it's good? What do you think it's bad? What do you think? What kind of direction they're gonna go? Because it's also now Steam Greenlight was just $100 or something like that, just to get your game there, and now it's gonna be, yeah, they don't know if it's gonna be from 100 to 5,000. And I guess for indies, that's like 5,000 would be a lot. But at the same time, it's not written that it's gonna be 5,000. They're not sure where it's gonna be from that. So it also could end up at 100. Or maybe they're gonna look into the game, like how good the game is. like quality control, you know, like how big is the game, how much gameplay does it have, and that sort of things. All right. So now I actually would like to make a lamp at the top of this thingy. I'm gonna just make it look like a lamp. Like that. Just drag it up a bit. Alright. So I have here is a cube and a cylinder. I'll make small hinges here. So actually what I'll do is just go ahead and finalize all this stuff that I have here for this model. For this part of the mesh actually, not the model. Like the model's like needs some more work. Alright. So these edges here can also be all soft. Not that one, but all this. Just soften all the stuff. What needs to be softened. Oh, okay. That's cool. Interesting. I didn't even weld these objects. How come? Weird. Let's check it out. I'll just select all the faces and see how does that work. Okay. So, like that. Okay, now I'm gonna rotate this and I'll just snap the... I can move this. Okay, so it kind of welded somewhere there. Weird. I'm gonna deattach. Just extract faces. Center the pivot. So what really happened there? Okay. So it just welded, I guess. I think it was because of the multi-cut that I did there, that I just passed over. But that's okay. I actually would like a small gap here in between these two parts of the mesh. Soften and do just a soften edge. And of course that edge is not going to be soft. All right. Okay, there's some weird vertex stuff, I guess. That's strange. If I move this one and if I move that one, everything's cool. Okay. Okay, I can't even bridge this now. That's strange. Okay, well, I'm going to deattach this part as well. Because why not? Extract faces. Okay, center this. Move it to the side a little bit. And the same thing happened there. So that's funny. No, that doesn't matter. Just take away those unnecessary ones, kind of. And, okay. The safest way is just to delete the history, I guess. And so I'll delete the history. And shift parent them outside of this stuff. And delete the history again. Alright. And now I can fix this up. I guess this should work now. If I select these two, and just bridge. And do the same here. And just soften the edge around the whole thing. Alright. That looks gorgeous now. Nice. Alright, and the same on this guy. These two edges. I can even see that there are two edges here selected. I can bridge it on the other side as well. Ooh. Okay, yeah, it's all clean. Just bridge. I'm sorry if I'm not talking loud enough or something. Oh, nice. Thanks, man. I've updated the tags a bit there. Seems to be something different with the hash from Twitch. Okay, that's fine. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm not talking loud enough or something. Just because I lost my voice a bit during Casual Connect. It was, yeah, I think I kept yelling during some parties too much. It was too fun. Like, I met a lot of people that I haven't seen for a couple of years. 2 years, actually, so I thought, like, yeah, like, just gonna party. And I did. It was really fun. I had a lot of fun. Okay, and this one still doesn't work. I'm just gonna click to delete the history multiple times. Maybe that's gonna do something. Center the pivot. And yeah, like, so I lost my voice a bit. You also lost your voice? It was pretty fun. Yeah, like try having business talk during a party in a club. Like, that's not that easy. We're talking about like designing stuff or things like that. That was pretty hard. What is happening here? What if I just click on this and there are no extra vertices or anything? Okay. Yeah, it was a really good time. Also, it was the first time that I was in Berlin, so that was interesting. Not like we saw a lot of the city, though. Why can't I soften this? That's kind of strange. I'm just gonna delete them again. Oh, that's interesting. What if I bridge this now? And now I could soften these. What? That's too weird. Alright. So now these are like brand new faces, and that's gonna be a brand new edge there. So let's see how that works out. What? It doesn't even... You can't be serious. How can... What not equal number? Is there some kind of vertex there or something? What the fuck is going on? Fuck you. I think we heard them more. But I think I've heard that more often than whatever. Yeah, like, I lost my voice. Did you lose your voice as well? Like, at least it feels like I lost my voice a bit. I'm gonna center all these objects in this axis. Just so it's on 0. It's gonna be easier to work with this stuff. This can go, because this one is clean, like all this worked out, but that one just like doesn't work. Huh? I still don't understand how that can be like that. So yeah, the venue was real fun. I enjoyed it really a lot. Really a lot. Really a lot. Okay. Move this to the side a little bit here. I can make this smaller. Like a small hinge there. A bit like that. Just balancing out the whole thing. Then move it up a bit. Move it. Now we have two. Alright. Now I can I'll just group these. Group and duplicate. Is now also correctly embeddable. The stream. Alright, that's cool. So did you read the thing about Steam Greenlight? What do you think about that? What are your thoughts about that? I think it kind of sucks a little bit. It kind of sucks a bit. So, okay. Like, thanks a lot for all you guys joining in. Like, if you have any kind of suggestions on how we should do this, or anything else, like if you have like an idea how stuff should look like, you can just drop a comment or whatever, or drop a voice message. I don't have a phone here, but like we could think of something. A link. Just a link with stuff. Nah, I actually yesterday I got it, but I went to sleep, and now I'm just gonna play it after work most likely. I want to really check it out. The art style seemed pretty cool, and yeah, I need to look into that. Because from the trailer, I didn't really understand like what it's gonna be about or something. Just the art style. That was pretty much it. So I want to see what he made. And I'm gonna center this one, and for the rest, I'm gonna just freeze the transforms. All right. And now, yeah, it is a horror game. Like so far, I understood. I think it could be good. I hope it's good. But I'm not really sure what to expect. I don't really expect anything. Don't really expect anything. It's gonna surprise me, maybe. I hope it's not one of those games where you need to kind of like Slenderman or something, or kind of like Amnesia, or what was the game called, Outlast. There's like a bunch of games like that. So I hope he went like a different kind of direction with the whole thing. So what I'm doing now is just I'll make it, and I'm not caring about stream Greenlight at all. And just like make this inwards a bit smaller. I don't really care about stream Greenlight at all. My goal is now to learning how to publish animations in asset stores. And that shouldn't be a big, hard problem if you have a company by yourself. Like you can just upload stuff there pretty much, I suppose. Maybe there's like a small thing that you have to go through. But yeah, I don't really care about Steam Greenlight at all, because there's already a thing coming instead of it during spring. So it's like, as soon as Steam Greenlight ends, they're gonna start something new, and it's gonna be fresh for the developers, and that's it. But there's always different ways. There's like, I really don't even care. Yeah, that's true. I guess this one is also gonna be like that, maybe. Or is it just gonna be like you submit your game and that's it? Yeah. Like, what do you think? Should we rush things and make it on green light, or should we wait until the next, like when the next thing comes? Should we do that? Like, what do you think? What are your opinions on that? I'm just like brainstorming here currently. I'm not like thinking of doing that, but yeah, exactly. And like maybe this is gonna be really like a filter kind of thing. Well, it's gonna be better filtered. Like I'm really hoping for that, like, cause I'm gonna be honest. Like last year, like there was just too much trash on Steam. Like for real, like really trash games, trash games, for real, trash. Not like I have anything against like developers or anything, but some people just really don't invest in their work. Yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was like $100 or something, but I guess like mm, it doesn't really matter. For sure, it doesn't really matter. I don't care about that too much. I'm getting my fingers crossed for the new system to be a bit better. That's true. All right. So the lamp is finished. Later on, I'm just gonna put like a light there inside Unity. I'm gonna put this like here. I could just even extend it a bit, make it a bit smaller like that. Okay. Leave it here. And what I would like to have is a thing that holds it, like so it holds together towards that thing, the blackboard itself. So what I need is custom, and I'm gonna make like a small tool settings and Bezier or cubic. Okay, this is not fun. So like this, yeah, like this is gonna be okay. So I can actually see, because last times during the last streams I was just tracing it like and imagining it how it could look in my mind. that was fun, but I want to actually see the curves that I'm making better than not seeing them, I guess. Okay, something like this is going to be okay. What I'll do is center the pivot, do a like snap to curve. You press D to be able to move the pivot point, and then just press C so you could snap. I don't know, maybe it's better for you to switch platform, browser, Google Play or App Store. Well, our platform wasn't even Steam in the first place, so that's not really an issue. The game is more like, I think we're gonna go on Game Jolt maybe, or we're also thinking about itch.io. So it's like the possibilities are there. It's not a big deal. Because also the most likely the application for the controls is gonna be on Google Play and the App Store if we're gonna go for iOS. But in the beginning, definitely like itch.io or Game Jolt and Google Play, so you can also like join with your friends with just a simple controller. So like first we're gonna just release a bare bone thing, see how that goes, if people actually like it, if we can reach our target audience and stuff like that. It's gonna be fun anyways. I'm really looking for. Well, I am looking forward to it. It's gonna be a tough ride, I guess, but I want to just like go through it. I want to see what it actually is. Never done anything like that, so it's gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm afraid that with browser you accidentally disconnect. Yeah. Yeah, I also think so. I looked into Air Console, and I'm not sure. Like, there's distance, flat distance. Yeah, as we used to have. Yeah, exactly. Like browser wasn't really that good. A fixed path, and I'm gonna do this in a different way, I guess. Didn't really turn out that well as I would expect it to. Ooh, sorry guys. Nom nom. Water. I wonder if I could make it any more detailed. If I could do extrude curve shape. Can I do something? I don't think so. Because it's just a couple of... Actually, that's okay. Like, let's see. Let's see what this turns into when I modify, and if I'm gonna convert it to polygons. And the polygon mesh is actually better. Let's check the no, not triangles. I want quads, and I would actually be able to see it. Okay, see you. Have fun. And be back when you want to, or something. That would be cool. Let's do less of this stuff. I want just 6 or 8. Like 6 is okay. Don't need more. And then I can just delete also all the unnecessary edges here as well. Control delete. No. Or maybe, okay, this is actually a bit too much. How does this look? No. Maybe we can come up with some compromises here. Yeah, this looks a bit better now. I'm just gonna move around the actual edge loop, maybe make it a tiny bit bigger. And just like rotate them a bit. And working on the shape a bit. And this, I can do soft select, make it a bunch bigger, and just make it a bit more fat, so to say, to the sides. Maybe fat isn't the right word. My choice of words during these days is not that good, I guess. So how you guys been doing? Any progress on some cool stuff? Any cool things you've made? You can just drop it in the comments, like a link or something. Really appreciate that kind of stuff as well. just to take a look at like other people's work. All right, so now I can, actually I'm gonna delete the history of this guy so I can delete the curve and all the other stuff too, because I'm not gonna need it at all. I think I don't need, no, be gone. All right, and now this guy needs to go way back here, a little bit more there, and right on that edge, I guess. Let's see. I'm gonna make it a bunch smaller. More smaller. Actually, now it like doesn't really make sense, the shape. But I can still adjust it, so that's not a big deal. Just B. Scale it up. Just the radius. You can scale that up. You'll stream only in weekends? No. It's just this week that I was streaming in the weekend. Next week we're gonna be back in the regular schedule, so we're gonna be on Thursdays definitely a day, and then on another day as well, most likely. So it was just this week that we, because of us going to these meetings and all that kind of stuff, to an actual like venue. Casual Connect. We were at Casual Connect this week. So that's why I'm streaming during the weekend now. And also we have good news on, we might be moving offices. And also what that means is that the streams most likely are going to be more frequent, and yeah, so we can actually stream longer and like actually have a solid time. So it's going to be more consistent over time as well now. We're doing our best, like, to actually, so just to be consistent all the time with this stuff. Because I guess for you guys it's also like quite annoying if it changes every week and so on. So it's nice to have like a steady schedule. Also for me it's hard to adjust every time to that. Like I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to stream this day or that day. So if I can, like, I just keep it small and then we can scale up a bit more. Just like keep it consistent. Like try keeping it steady. Yeah, I don't really care about the poly count in the scene. I'm not gonna make any tubes there. This is gonna be okay. I actually, like, all this inside like is a bit too much. I could just merge all this stuff. But now, like, I don't really it's quite low, and a lot of stuff can handle a lot of stuff nowadays. We'll see how it goes. But for now, I'm satisfied with all the objects that I made so far are pretty okay with the poly count. But it does add up though, doesn't it? Maybe a couple of edge loops are too much sometimes. But it's okay. Like, that's why we start, we test, we go forward, we learn from the stuff. Multi-cut, multi-cut. Oh man, I love this tool. I love a lot of tools. Love a lot of tools. Maya is great. Alright, and this can actually... No, I need these guys' edges. You guy, give edges. Alright. That kind of looks nice, I guess. this. Just make it a tiny bit smaller, maybe. Yeah, it sucks that I couldn't move all the faces locally, but that's okay. Okay, I'm just gonna have to move that edge in here. All right. Move here, and another one. No, just two. So what I'll do is I'll duplicate group and -1 in the z-axis. So they're both at the same place. Nice. Now I can just delete the history, freeze transforms, and it's all good. So this is the blackboard. This is how the blackboard's gonna look like. Well, 600 polys, that's not too much, as it's gonna be just one object. It gets rendered once, pretty much. You can instantiate it, so it doesn't take too much. Water. Num num num. So yeah, like, thanks a lot to all you guys like joining in. I really appreciate that. If you like what we do, make sure to check out the links in the description, follow us, and help us develop this game. Because that really motivates us, that like someone's actually following us and enjoying what we do. That's really cool. Thanks a lot. I guess I can actually even merge these vertices here as well. So what if I do target wheeled vertex? Just move them all together. All together there. All right. Just like that. And then I just need to move this one vertex down there. And that's it. Pretty cool. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I can actually join all these things now together, except these two. So all of this stuff, and I'll just go ahead and merge all the meshes. Delete history. So let's snap the pivot here. And let's see how I can rotate this guy. Just a bit like that. So it's a bit more interesting. Maybe it's gonna be quite annoying actually. That's a good question now. And move it a bit forward. So it's like actually at the... Alright. And what also I can do is just move it in the middle of the hinge as well. Because why kind of... Interesting. It's too forward. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it's like tricky to see that. All right, that's pretty nice. So I'll also do the same to this one. So I'll actually be able to move these in Unity as well, so it's like not a big deal. Alright, just snap it to this vertex here. Okay, that's just exactly what I wanted. Or actually go towards the vertex here. Yeah, so it's in the middle of the hinge. Perfect. And I'll do the same on the other side. Alright. Now it can collapse on it, like, and I can do whatever I want. And I'm gonna be able to make animations and all that kind of stuff in Unity as well. So that's cool. But if you need animations for your game, my door is open. And free office, really like your idea. Well, that's pretty cool actually. I think like, I think I have your contacts, right? You can send me some contacts. Eventually, maybe, if I have some people that are gonna help me already with that. But if I need that, I'll keep that in mind and I'll hit you up. I can just like, yeah, we have you in our followers, right? And I can follow you as well. I can add you as a friend here. So if I'll need, I'll text you as well. Like, thanks a lot for that. I really appreciate that. Because I'm making a small like tutorials, like, well, not like tutorials, but guidelines how to actually make art for this game. So it would be easy for me to like give to other people as well. But that's in the makings now. I guess I'm gonna be done with that around end of this month or around March, because it's also part of some research that I'm doing. All right, so this is good. I like this. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'll make a group out of this. Control G, GRP, and I'll call this Blackboard. Blackboard 01. All right. And this is Blackboard board left 01. I'm just gonna copy the name and space R, and this one is gonna be Blackboard also 01. I think I already had somewhat of a naming convention for this kind of stuff as well. So it's really interesting for me now to go back and check out certain things that I did. Pelvis, and I'll type, yeah, okay. I keep the side in front of the actual name of the model. So what I do is, like, sometimes I forget about this, but I try keeping the 01 at the end somewhat clean. So what if I do R, like MR for right, and then 01, and this is gonna be L Blackboard 01 91. So like, it's a bit cleaner like that. At least I think so. So this one is done. I call this done. The only thing is that it needs to be centered. Actually, how it needs to be centered is that the pivot needs to be like right at the end of this. So it needs to be snapped towards, I'll press D, V, and snap it to the back. So, to this vertex. So I can actually snap it to the wall. That's going to be really nice. So thanks a lot for all you guys joining in. Like, if you like what we do, make sure to follow us. If you think that something needs to change or something in the models that I'm making, you can just go ahead and drop a message here, and we'll see what we can do. We can come to really cool compromises here. We made a lot of cool stuff with the help of others already. Like, basically most of the stuff that we've made already is influenced by all you guys that are watching us. That's pretty cool. I remember when I came here and like I started like making games and stuff, that I told my friends like I'm gonna be in a company that does that kind of stuff, and now I'm there. Like the people can influence that. I see that's the like future of it. So what I can do now, I'm gonna do just a quick UV. So I'm just gonna start it up. So what I have is the beginning, like how I usually start UVing. So I have everything in one square. So I kind of try separating already what's gonna be in on materials, like which materials are gonna be on which models. If everything is on one UV, then it has one material, and I don't change that. Try keeping it consistent, otherwise you go pretty crazy pretty fast. So now what I want to make is this cupboard. So how I would like it to be is that it has this small department at the bottom, and then it would have this like 3 shelves, so you can place 3 items there. And maybe like the first one is going to be like that, and the second one can be the same, and then have like a glass kind of see-through things. So maybe it's like closed, and you could find keys or something like that, so you could use objects that are faster or something like that. So this is just like, it would be also the same here, that there can be placed 3 objects. I think that would be pretty cool. And I guess on the other things that we have, like trash, that I can just like put certain objects in it and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go back to the blackboard. I think, yeah. What I need to do as well is snap the pivot to the ground 0, basically, what I call it, ground 0. So like this is gonna be the blackboard, and I'm gonna delete the history and freeze transformations, and also for these guys, this also needs to be centered here, so everything is clean. Freeze transforms, delete it, like so everything is clean. No more problems later on. All right, let's check out how it looks together with the school and together with the guy, with the student, and with also the other stuff. So what if I just snap it now? That snaps pretty okay. What I could do though, I can just snap it towards the wall. What I could do though is maybe I could make it a bit higher. Let's check out. Okay, I don't need to select that object. I need to select this buddy, because like they need to go towards the. Yeah, it's actually pretty okay. A good height and everything. A good size as well, I guess. So how do you guys like this? Is this pretty nice? Is this a blackboard? Is this like a? Would you see this in a classroom? Or no? Like, am I just like imagining things now? And it can flap around too. Maybe we could make it flap around. That would be pretty interesting. That you could maybe put a spring behind it or something like that. It could be really interesting. Ah. Saturdays, right? All right. So now I can, I'm gonna start out with the, again with the cube. With the cube. Okay. And already in the beginning I can just drop the pivot point to the ground. And I'll actually scale it up to a corner here. So I would like it to be this, somewhat this big. Yeah, like this, somewhat like this. This was gonna be nice. So I can actually put some kind of object in there as well. We can just size it up to actually objects as well. Let's see. Items. So we have, let's see, trash, fire extinguisher, coffee cup. That can be. Let's see what other kind of stuff we have. Science. Let's take the. Oh, none of these actually move. So let's take the book. And let's see, how does this scale up towards this? So, okay. What I also need, I think, is a student table, or the long table. I need one of the students as well. And that's gonna be okay. So, I'm gonna put one reference edge loop. So I'm gonna start blocking this out already. So how big this thing should be. So this is going to be approximately of the height of the table, and then this part I'm going to split it in three, like 3 shelves. So 2. All right. And what I can do now is I can select these faces and press R to scale. I'm just going to put the pivot here and make this a bit bigger, just a tiny bit bigger. All right, and now I can move this around. And what if, so let's say I'd like to put a book in there. Didn't finish the rig yet, but I finished a lot of other rigs, so that's good. I finished all the science object rigs. So soon we're going to implement that and see where we can bring that further. So there's going to be a lot of like animations for the actual characters, for objects that you can interact with. All that stuff has to be animated. So if I'm going to run short in hand, I know Luav who I can call. Who are you going to call? What I'll do. Okay, so let's say, can I put a cup in here? Yeah, I can put a cup. Can I put a fire extinguisher? Not so much. But maybe I could just like, if you put it down, then it's gonna be laying. But if you have it in your hand, then it also always follows your hand or something like that. I think we could manage something. So I'm just going to Control Z all this stuff, and I'm going to leave the proportions like they are right now. I'm pretty happy with that. All right, or actually, just this a tiny bit smaller, maybe, I guess. Just a tiny bit smaller. All right. And what I'll do as well is just do a small offset on this. All right. G. All right. Just a small extrusion. And move it towards like so. Maybe it can be a bit bigger though. Just a tiny bit. What if I would move this one, just this face, down until here. Then there's that face. That's okay. I can just delete this face right now. And I can snap it like this. So what if we have something like that? Alright, this actually looks pretty okay. Like this kind of thing. Alright, just a second. I'm gonna go to the toilet. I'll be back in a second. Hey guys, I'm back. So let's continue with this cupboard thingy. I hope you guys didn't miss me. Because I was just gone for a couple of seconds. Alright. For this, I think I'm just gonna add... I could duplicate this face. And what I can do with this is I'm gonna do an edge loop in the middle of this, just one. Okay. And what I'll do is I'll take both of these faces. God damn it. No, this one, yeah. Both of the faces, and I'll do an extrude, and I won't keep the faces together, so I'll switch that to off. And then I can just do this stuff. Do an offset. So I can make those cabinet doors. Or would I? Actually don't really need that. I don't need offsets. But what I can do is just add thickness. And not keep the faces together. So what I end up is this should, yeah, that should be like that. All right. What I should do is the edge here. I think I can deattach the components. So basically, if I grab those two faces now, okay, and I'm gonna just, no, just face. Of course, you can't do it like that. All right, and that other face as well. So both of the faces, and I can just do a small gap here. That's gonna look really nice with, like, if there's like some light going in there or something, that looks really cool. In my opinion. Like ambient occlusion just makes stuff look a million times better. Well, not quite a million times, but makes it look better. Okay. All these edges need to be hard. And I soften them. Oh, damn. Okay. It's gonna be... Ooh. This can be a tiny bit smaller, I guess. Like that. Later on I'm going to be able to copy these on the top and then just make some adjustments, and I have cupboards on top of that as well. Alright. So here, I'm just going to make more cubes. Sorry about that. Burps. Burps, burps, burps. Alright. So now I'm just going to work on the shelves. Should be quite simple. What if I would just grab all of these and move them in the middle here? Okay, that's strange. Not really strange though, but okay. Now it's in the middle. Nice. Got one shelf. Continue. That sometimes is quite annoying that it pops off. Okay, like this, and I can make them actually a bit smaller, the actual shelves themselves. Okay, let's take a look. With this whole thing, I think this is going to be pretty decent. This works. All right. So I'm just going to make some small handles, just like to the long desk here, and also like this kind of stuff. So it needs like small things. All right. Let's scale that up. Just kind of similar to the teacher's desk, actually. Duplicate group. I'm gonna the other side. Now I can select both of them, just move them in. Alright. Delete both of the back faces here. And there we have handles as well. Alright. Oh, where did it go? Alright, delete that. Strange that when I click it with the move tool selected, then I can almost instantly just start moving it. That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird, yeah. Thanks a lot for all you people joining in. If you like what we do, just make sure to follow us here and also check out the links in the description. You can also follow us there to get more news about the game, and yeah, like, support us. That really means a lot to us. Yeah, like, support. Also, if you need some comments on like some of your work or anything, you can just drop in here in the messages in the chat, and we can check it out. Okay, this is actually pretty nice. I find this okay. Pretty neutral, I suppose. Maybe though, this, I'll just adjust a couple of faces on this guy. So it kind of fits better with the whole thing. Just a bit smaller. All right. Nice. Nice, nice. I like this. This stuff can go a little bit more down. All right, so we have like small cupboards. Do you have any concept of sketch for this room? Actually, not really. I have some reference that I found. I can actually share that with you. I think I have it on ArtStation saved. It was from this some dude. It was from this some dude that made it. I don't know. My ArtStation and collections, MD tutorial references. I think. So it's like a lot of random references actually that we've picked for this game. It's, well, yeah, like the art is somewhat consistent, but the gameplay is more where it counts. So I took an example from this guy, like a little bit. Like this was one of the first references that we stumbled upon. You can go ahead and check that out if you'd like. So this is pretty much done. So what if I would just go ahead and copy this, move it up here, and keep scaling this up. And just scale it more. Okay. So we would have like this kind of thing. And then what I can also do is select all, really. Like this and like this. So I have both of the faces inside. Oh yeah, of course. Just a second. Yeah, that's what I keep saying. Like I guess not a lot of people listen to me. I'm too obnoxious maybe. But if you want, you can just drop your ArtStation profile here as well. We can check it out, give some feedback, all kinds of stuff. So here you go. Like you can go ahead and check it out. You can follow me. I'll follow you back as well. I think if I'm not... That guy really likes anime. Yeah, it really looks like anime stuff. But I don't know. I don't know much about anime, but I think that guy's pretty good at what he does. At least I like that just the graphic that I sent you. And now I'm going to delete these faces. So what I end up with is this stuff. Did it just... Oh my god, no. No. Did it just extrude the... Okay. I can fix this fairly quick though. Select this whole face, that whole face, extrude them. Like that. Bridge a couple of things. Like, this is pretty fast. And bridge. bridge, and bridge, and deselect two faces, and bridge, G, nice. Because it might open and then we need like to see some certain small things, I guess. That's funny. That's so funny. And also me, I'm not even better than that. Like, that's funny. Yeah, we already follow each other. That's pretty cool. And I know how good your animations are. Dude, like you made some crazy stuff. Good looking things. You're from Netherlands. Now we can imagine from how yesterday party looks like. Yeah. I don't actually go out that much. Like it's more work nowadays. But for example, like we went to Casual Connect and there we partied a lot. That was fun. That's like our kind of party sometimes, most of the times. Okay, I can actually group all this stuff and delete all its history. So I don't have weird shit. Oh. Yeah, we're from the Netherlands. It's pretty nice here. Even though like now, like the weather is quite cold. And it's not so nice outside anymore. Alright. What I'll do is I'll use these faces to make glass planes in there. I'll just duplicate them and go ahead and press 4 so I can see the actual things. And I'll do like a local translate Z in -0.1. I can press 6 so I can see again the textured version, and I can just bridge those parts so I have those faces there. And okay, now this is getting weird. Why can I select those faces but not the faces that I need? Oh, it doesn't matter. That's cool. I just need to go into these poly surfaces. Police offices. It sounds like a police office. Poly surface. Police office. Sounds exactly the same. I never thought about that. Poly surface. Alright, now select these two and I'm gonna do mesh display and I'll do a reverse. So all the normals are facing outwards instead of inwards like that other one. Just go ahead and delete that. Because these are gonna be stuck inside of the both doors. What I'll do then so what I can do is center the pivot and scale these down just a tiny bit so it kind of looks like it's glass in there. And it's going to be a little see-through. I'm actually going to update my portfolio soon. I have a lot of screenshots from a house that I made, but I want to make a really nice video render. I was thinking about a 360 video, but then I was like, what is really the point of that? So I think I can render a video really, really soon. That would be a good idea, I think, as well. All right. My time is somewhat running short, actually, today. So I guess I'm going to finish these objects, and then I'm going to stop the stream. And the next weeks, I think I'm going to be doing more texturing, like a lot of texturing work. So I'm going to be streaming that, and also rigging, I guess. And also gameplay. We're going to start building gameplay in the next weeks. So like that's the reason why we're like doing so much like graphic stuff, because we don't wanna ruin any fun. Like, because I think it's hard to implement certain features if if a lot of people are watching, and then it's not really that of a surprise or something. But we need to do that anyways. Like we're gonna get there. We're getting there, really close. So what I'll do is I'll separate these. So this one is going to be extracted, and what I can do as well is merge those two meshes there. So I'm going to press 4 to see if I've selected that, and I did. Delete the history. What is this polysurface? Polysurface stuff. If I could, can I? Ah, okay, only edges work. That's pretty cool. So I can select this and delete history, freeze transforms and all that stuff. Okay. Nice. So this works. What I do need to do is I'll combine certain meshes. Like, I guess these bottom cupboards are not going to be able to be opened. And also all this can go together, except the doors. So the doors I'm going to keep separate. And I'll finish by cleaning these guys up. I already pretty much cleaned this up, but I'm going to fix the pivot points, and I'm also going to fix the materials. So in the next stream, I'm going to finish these ones, and I think I'm also going to do some Unity stuff like that. That might be fun. And animations. Like, we're gonna do some animations in the next times as well. So I'll delete the history of this guy. All right. So this one, because I guess it's just like, yeah, actually like just finishing everything up and delivering the first gameplay. That's the main goal right now. So M, this is gonna be door. This is L, by the way, left for left. Door, O1. MR, door, O1. And this is gonna be M, closet. God damn it! I keep forgetting the words. Closet O1. And I'm gonna group these, and I'm gonna name this group GRP. Blackboard. No, this was the closet. O1. All right. And then both of these actually are gonna go underneath the desks. So desks, and also these two guys are furniture, and I can do a group, and I can call this actually GRP furniture O1. All right, that's pretty cool. We're getting furniture. Except all of these are gonna have to be rotated. And which way was the student? Which way is the adult? So they're facing the Z. Okay, yeah. So everything is actually cool. But blackboard, that can go to that. -90. No, just 90. It's gonna freeze transforms. tables, desks. Okay, this is pretty cool. Starting to get some, like a small library of assets. I really like that. So, okay. And this one also has to be rotated 90 degrees. I'll center the pivot and drop it down to the flow. Freeze transforms. Okay, and all of this is pretty much done. Also the door hinges have been fixed, so I can just rotate it. Well, not the hinges, but the pivot points. So I'll give these material. I'm gonna call it Lambert. MAT. Closet 01. What I need now is these two guys and these faces inside. Just these inside faces. Alright. Also face. And also those two. So both of them are selected. Right click. Favorite material. Lambert. MAT. Underscore closet. Glass. 01. Alright. And now also the same for the blackboard. Just right click, existing material, Lambert. This is going to be MAT, blackboard, 01. Alright. So the only thing is that I need to do is UV them, and in the next streams, I'm gonna make sure that, yeah, like this week was the only week when I posted the schedule a bit later than usual. Also because we went to Berlin and all that stuff, and yeah, like next week's we're gonna be on the same schedule again as usual. We're gonna be here all the time, doing the stuff that we do. It's gonna be more consistent. Like we're running towards a more consistent kind of way of working. So that's pretty cool. So closet, I'm actually gonna copy the closet as well here. If I go to object, glass, and I'll add some transparency there. Different kind of color, like bluish, a little bit blue. Because all the glass somewhat in the game is like a little bit blue. So these are the objects that we made today. Thanks a lot for all you guys joining in. It was a really pleasure. I had a lot of fun. Also, like a nice talk. Actually, I wanted to talk about the Steam Greenlight, and that's what we did as well. So, like, thanks a lot for asking that kind of question as well. It was really nice. I hope you also enjoyed it as much as I did. It was really fun for me. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Thanks a lot for joining in. Make sure to follow us in the links in the description, Facebook, Twitter, also here, and yeah, support what we do, and like just to follow like means a lot. Like, yeah, thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you next week. I'll make sure to post the schedule on Monday, on Sunday, or Sunday. So it's gonna be there all week. Every week we're gonna keep that up to date. And yeah, like keep your heads up for some more news on this game. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you. Oh, you can't really see my hand, me waving because of the microphone. But yeah, bye, and see you next time.